Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So it is Friday and we are here to do the flip through of the Entirely Bonkers journal. This one is already spoken for, so I'm not going to go into all the measurements and everything. It's already a done deal, but I wanted to show you guys, since you've been hanging out with me the whole time, I figured it would be great to show you what it ended up being. So I have here on the front just a bulb pen with an old vintage button, a piece of lace, and this little stamped piece of, I think it's muslin fabric with a pocket watch. And then, as you know, this is the Made by Lady Beverly topper, and it's all the hand embroidery all over it. So it's beautiful. And I don't know if she's still doing those at all or whatever. And then I just have it tied with a ribbon, blue ribbon. And then in the pocket, there's our large altered playing card, and I did this in a short video. Alice is standing inside the teacup, so that's just a fun one. And on the back, it's all tea stains, so you can write there. That just tucks into the pocket. And there's the little metal corner protectors on there. And then when we open it, there's the large playing card. And like I said, I was leaving it the way it is just because it's so cool, just like it is. And it obviously works great with this. And I did do some inking on the fabric. So if you see it and you think, oh, it's dirty, it's not dirty. I inked it because I just wanted some, you know, a little bit of grunge to it. And then here we have Alice going down the rabbit hole. This was my interpretation of her going down the rabbit hole, because obviously these aren't the old vintage pictures. And I've had people say, I've found lots of the vintage pictures. Why didn't you use the vintage pictures? And it's because everybody on Etsy, like if you put in Alice in Wonderland digital download, you're going to get about 1 million of them that have the old vintage images, which is great. That's totally fine. It's just I didn't want to do yet another digital download with the vintage images. I wanted it different. I kind of like the new Alice in Wonderland by, oh, what's his name? Anyway, the newer movie, but obviously you can't use those images because they're copyright. So I just kind of did my own thing. So yeah, that's why that is the way it is. I didn't use the vintage images, even though I really love those images. It's just there's so many already that I figured what was the point of me doing it too. So anyhow, this is my Spill and Tea digital download. Then there's just this cool like mulberry paper that my sister got for me, and I like it all kind of hanging over the edges there. And then this is some dyed paper that I did with Tim Holtz Distress Oxides and water, and just a little collage there. That's totally stuck down. And then here we have the queen, the two tags, and I did a short video on this as well. It says Queen for a Day down here, and it's got the little tiny playing cards, and then of course the Queen of Hearts there. And then this is the white queen, and it just says adventure, and you can write on the back of that. So that just tucks in there. These are all, you know, stuck down in stationery. I did go ahead and add a little bit of lace there to stick out of the top of the tags. White queen again, red queen on this side. I just wanted those two together. I don't know why, I just did. And the doily in the middle. And then this is a good writing spot. This is by Tailor Made Journals, this lace doily background. And then here we have our March hare, and he's in the plastic there. So, and I did fix it, so he's definitely stuck on there. And then here's a little cluster, and inside there's the tag with the crazy hatter with his gigantic hat running along, and the tea spilling behind him. And this is an image I found on the internet. And so that tucks in there. And then here's just a mushroom page that's fun. This is the CD case cover that comes with the digital, but as you can see, you don't have to cover a CD case. This is just the envelope on its own the way it comes in the kit. I just folded it up, and I added some paper with some writing on the back, the blue paper with the writing on the back, just to have something to look at so it wasn't white in there. But then these little tags, this is Carrie the Crafter, and then I just added some of my bits. And this is a playing card that I was gifted. So those just tuck in there, and then it still does flip up, so you can write here. You could tuck something in through there if you wanted a bigger piece of paper to like go in behind these. You could definitely do that. I you know, had it as a front tuck this way. And then on the other side of that, where the flap is, I just did a collage. You guys did that with me. And then later that day, I added this, so you could write here. I did bonkers there. So that turns, and then we have this fun little envelope, old vintage envelope, and I pretty much left it the way it is, just added these little bits, folded up the bottom, so it's got the pocket on the inside and then the pocket here. I didn't do a pocket behind, or I did do a pocket behind, but it's a side, it's more like a belly band, like that. And I did that because I didn't want more. This is already super fragile right here. I did put some, or glue down the lining that was in there, so hopefully that will help, you know, keep it nice, but it is a little bit fragile. So that one goes in the back here, and that's from the kit. This is MyPorchPrints there, and so are the words. And that just tucks in. That's just a tag that I made. And then we have another, this is MyPorchPrints, the teapot, and some of my spattered paper and some washi. That one goes in there. And then this is one of those Tim Holtz black and white pieces. I just spritzed it and sprayed it with water and his Distress Oxides, just to give it some color. That's from the kit. And this is my Spill and Tea digital again. This is from the kit, the March Hare. You can write here. This is Tailor Made Journals. And my dyed paper, and then our little Tweedledee and Tweedledum, or Tweedledum and Tweedledee, however you want to say it, pockets that we did the other day. I just added one of these funny little cards to go in there. And then these are in the kit, these tags. So added some words to them and some lace at the top stitched around them. So that's those. And I love that pocket. This is the kit. This is just some more kind of mulberry paper for texture. And then our little cards, and you can write on the back because I did cover the backs with a little paper. So those tuck in there. And that's part of the kit. Some avocado dye, kit page. This is my abstract digital download. And then Alice and Hatter there. And Tailor Made Journals, dyed paper there. And then this is that crest bag that I altered. And then these are the journaling cards inside. Can't see what I'm doing here. Ay, ay, ay. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. I added just some writing there and then a mushroom, just for some decoration on that. And that's a page from the kit. That's from my Spill and Tea. This one is, I think that's in my Buttons digital download. That doily. Here's our center with our where our signature is tied in, and you could put some little danglies on these. I just like to leave them, you know, straight down the middle, but you can do it however you like. And I'm so bummed because my all got, so it's We're Mad here, but I guess that still works. It's supposed to be We're All Mad here. That's the problem when sometimes you have to trim the pages, because as you go towards the middle, they start to stick out too much, so I do trim them. And then another spot where you can write, another mushroom, and then this is the other side of the crest bag with another journaling card. And then our dyed paper, and then this little piece is from my sister. She embroidered, this is felt, but then she embroidered the center of it like a pansy. And I just turned it into an altered paper clip. So it's just simply a piece of ribbon on there with a paper clip in between. And then, you know, it just slides on. So you can move that about wherever you like it in the journal. I just liked it here, holding this postcard. That's if I can see what I'm doing. And this was also gifted to me. These are Alice in Wonderland postcards. So thank you. And our caterpillar, and then more of the abstract, and Alice there strolling, and some avocado dye and March hare sitting at the tea table. Twinkle twinkle little bat again. And then this is just a torn paper pocket, and this is a vintage image that I had. I only had that one, but that tucks in there, and I like it because you can see the rabbit and Alice as a little girl. She's all grown up here. And then a little tea party there. And here's another little pocket. This one you can write if you don't glue it together. You can write here and here and here. And then this is very fragile, so I try to be very careful with that pocket. Be very careful with that pocket. And then this with the crazy Hatter Cat hat. And mushrooms, and then this flips out. This was the number 10 window envelope cover that I shrunk down a little bit. This opens like this. And then we have another postcard with the Hatter and the March hare. And then this is a piece I made a while back in a video, but I added the Hatter on there, a little silhouette of the Hatter. I thought that was fun because it's hats and caps. So that goes there. And then we have this page with the painting the roses red and the playing cards. And that comes out. And the doily there and the white roses. And then this is our crazy Hatter with the caterpillar. It sounds uncommon nonsense. That's kind of a tight pocket, but I think as that goes in and out, it will loosen up a little bit. And that is that. And then at the very back, we have another one of the fun Alice in Wonderland postcards. So, and I did sign it. So thank you all so much for joining me, because that was a blast. I don't know if I'll do another one. It'll obviously be very different than that one because I don't ever do the same thing twice. But yeah, it was so fun to make that. So I may make another one eventually. And now we're doing the hashtag color combo 2023. And today's colors are, I believe she said Kelly Green. I know she said Kelly Green and teal, I think is what it was. And I was going to look before I started the video and then I forgot. So, but it's Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio. And I will leave a link in the description box below the video so that you can go check out her channel, or you can type in hashtag color combo 2023 and I know her videos will pop up. So for teal, or sorry, Kelly Green and teal, I chose this envelope, which I've cut both ends off of because I wanted it to be able to fit on a journaling, or a journal page. So I've cut it down, but it has these awesome 4H stamps here, and they, I think, are a very great color for the Kelly Green. I'm going to come in just a little bit because I feel like I'm way out there. Okay. And then I also have, I don't know what all I'm going to use yet. I have these bottles, this paper with the bottoms of the old bottles in those kind of colors. And then this I thought was also a good version of that. I have a couple of tickets, just some music page that isn't any color specifically. And then I have this fabric that I dyed, and then I just added a little tiny piece of kind of Kelly Green rickrack. And then I also have this that kind of has, I don't know. It kind of gets hard when you start splitting hairs about some of those colors, because they tend to, you know, end up being, it feels like you're using the same color all the time, is how I feel. But anyways, it's tricky finding the exact color, but this was as good as I had. But yeah, you may have the perfect colors. And these are mostly just scrap bits that I dug up. So how y'all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I didn't even say that because I just jumped right into that flip through. But I was very excited. I really love the way that came out. It's going to be a hard one to let go of for sure. Like I said, I've had that topper that Beverly made for quite some time because I just loved it so much. I could never part with it, so it'll be interesting to pack that one up and let it go. But that's how it goes, right? Otherwise, you have all the stuff piling up for no reason. And I love that someone else can enjoy it. So I'm putting this piece of coffee dyed paper on here simply because I'll probably glue it onto the page, and then if I can, I will put a thumb notch to make that easier. But I'm going to have it as like a side pocket this way, and you could leave the back open too so that you could tuck it, like just put glue on the 3 sides or something like that, and that would also work. So I don't know exactly where it will get used yet, but we're making it for our color challenge. So I hope you guys join into this. And I don't think it matters when you jump in. You can jump in any time. And like if you just want to do 1 month of it, you could do 1 month of it. It's kind of similar to my 50 stack challenge. It's more about, one, just sort of playing with other colors that you might not normally play with, using up scraps, and building your ephemera stash or your, you know, collages or whatever the art form is that you like to do. I don't think Tammy cares what you make with it. She's just trying to, you know, grow that whole use of color, because we all kind of tend to use our neutrals to death and don't always use a lot of other colors. So it's very fun, and I do like it very much. I'm enjoying it a great deal. I did a color challenge at one point too, and it was a lot of fun. I just used one color a week, but you know, it's just fun to play with colors that, like I said, you might not normally play with. So yeah, my son's coming this weekend. I think I mentioned that, but I have to mention it again because I'm excited. I don't really love him driving down here all the time, but man, it's so good to see him because it's real hard when they leave. As you all know, if you have kids and they've moved out, it's just sad days. But I'm just happy that I get to see him. It was weird. Easter was very weird. In fact, we all kind of commented on that, how quiet it was, because he's kind of he's our talkative one. And yeah, so, well, he's always talking about his computer stuff, computer things, you know, and so we were all kind of like, it's so quiet. It's like, yeah, it's weird. So anyway, I might put that one up there. Yeah, I think I will. I think I just like those bottles. They're just kind of fun. So yes, it was an odd, because normally when we all get together for a holiday or whatever, we're all there, so. But I know that is life. That is life. Can't always all be there. I love this little girl with her book. It's just a great old picture. And then this, I think I'll put here. me take a little more off of that. Maybe just a tiny bit more down here. But I sent him a little care package for Easter, so he did get that at least. It's always his favorite holiday. I always loved Easter as a little kid with the Easter egg hunting. He's a puzzly type person, likes solving puzzles and that, so I think that he just loved that Easter egg thing. Well, plus you get goodies, right? But I think a lot of it was finding the Easter eggs and everything. Okay. And if you don't want to cover your whole, like if you're using an old envelope, you don't have to. That's just how, you know, I did it. I think I'm going to rough this up a little bit. I don't know where my tiny scissors went. See, I dragged stuff downstairs. Oh, and then I can't find it. I mean, any scissors work. It's better if they open more than these do, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you got that edge, that sharp edge, right? Oh, plus it put a little scratch on there. It's kind of cool. And then we're going to do this. I scratch all the way up the side, didn't I? So yeah, it's good. I don't know how much of that you're going to see because I am going to put that fabric down on there. I have to figure out how I want this. I think I want the ticket. Let me ink the ticket real quick. The ticket in here. Scoop it over a little. I kind of want to see the treble clefs as always, right? Do I want this one? Oh, I kind of like that idea. Then where am I going to put this? I could cut this smaller. It doesn't have to be this long. Scooch just a little. Oopsie. Yeah, I like that. This just needs to get inked. Well, that doesn't really matter. In fact, I think I'm just going to rip that. Because all you're really going to see is this part of it. Okay, so I'm going to take that right to the edge like it is. And I have no idea what I'll put in this pocket, but you know, eventually it'll get there. I think what I might do after I finish, I'm making that little coin envelope that we worked, journal that we worked on yesterday. And after I finish that, I think I might go through all of my ephemera that I've been making over the last year. And I have a lot of pieces that are just kind of vintagey, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I have this box, and I like the spine size. It would have to go this way because the box had the flap that was glued down, so that's the one I had to cut off. That's why, otherwise I would have done it right. It doesn't make any difference. I don't even know why I'm talking about it because it's all going to get covered. But anyhow, it was just a great size box for a journal cover and then make a journal with all those pieces that I have already, and that one would go together pretty quick, and I think it would be a fun, you know, do it grungy and all that stuff that I like, with all those old vintagey, a lot of the ones that I've been doing on my shorts, it would be a lot of that ephemera. And I'll do actual videos so that you guys get to see them, because I know some people don't like the shorts. So yeah, that's I think my plan for the next journal will be that, and I'll just use some of my digitals and old papers and whatever. It's not going to be a specific like theme like Alice in Wonderland or whatever is what I'm trying to say, but the words aren't coming out of my face. So I feel like that needs to go up a little bit. Oh, and I need my other ticket. Were you guys yelling at me? I heard ya, I heard ya, I heard ya. Thank you. I was going to hang it out, huh? So anywho, I think that is going to be the plan for the next project, is to do that. I think that'll be fun. Oh, come on now. I don't want to cover all that number. Just one a little here. I know I'm covering up her book after all that. Oops, this way. I mean, you know, this fabric isn't necessary, and you could just go without it, but I just kind of wanted it. I mean, really, technically, I guess a lot of it's unnecessary. And I can't do any stitching, although I would love to do a stitch around, but then our envelope won't be a pocket anymore. It'll just be a thing. All right, so then we need a thumb notch. I love all these old envelopes and things I got, because it gives me lots of cool old bases to use. But obviously, you can do this with junk mail, envelopes, whatever you have. I mean, you don't have to have old things. I just happen to acquire these, and they're fantastic, so I'm using them. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is that top edge up here, because it's so fragile, but it's kind of part of the appeal, right? Ooh, I know what I could do. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I am back, and all I've done is taken, I have this invisible tape. It's just the tape that's a little bit more clear. It's not quite as foggy, although it kind of does look a little foggy, so I think they lied. But anyway, and then caramel alcohol ink. I mean, you can use other colors too. Like if you wanted a colored one or whatever, like a blue or something. Sorry, I just bumped everything. And then you just put a few drops, paint it with paintbrush, and it's literally dry already. So it's super fast. And I just stuck it on acetate, as I'm sure you can see. And I'm going to try to rip it because I like it ripped. But it dries really fast. Why does it want to go that way so much? So maybe we'll put a piece of this just because it's fun and I like it on here maybe. And then we'll put a piece up across the top and get a hold of it again. Oh, come now. being difficult on me. It just wants to do little bits. The other kind of tape I used, but I'm out, I could tear a piece off and it was a lot easier. But that's okay, we're just gonna go like this. It's not quite long enough, but it's fine. And I'm just gonna put a little glue back here. Somebody asked me in one of my shorts that I did using a really old envelope with tape all the way around it. If you guys saw that video, she asked me why I ruined the envelope. I was like, it was headed for the trash, so I didn't really think I ruined it, but okay. It's just so funny, people's perception. It's like, most people see it as garbage, so I'm actually saving it, but okay. I think I'll use a different piece. Yeah. I thought that was comical. It's like, do you not throw away any of your envelopes ever? Like, do you? Or are they all framed on your wall? Sorry. It just makes me laugh sometimes. I know it's old, and I do get it, believe me, because I love old stuff, but sometimes it's just funny. Just do something like that. Alright. So that is fun to play with. Definitely try it if you, I mean, Gail and everybody does this kind of tape stuff, and everybody does it a little bit different, so it's just kind of fun. But it definitely adds something, especially to old envelopes and things like that. Okay, so that is our, what'd I say? Kelly green, because we're doing the green study, so Kelly green and teal. I think it was teal. I'm not very good at advertising, huh? All right, so I hope you guys go check out Tammy, and also if you type in, like I said, hashtag color combo 2023, and it's all lowercase letters, so you don't have to worry about that. You should be able to find other people that are doing it. Instagram would probably be the best place, because I don't know if there's that many people on YouTube doing it, but I know there's quite a few people on Instagram. So definitely check it out, because it is a lot of fun, and this will be a fun pocket to add to a journal. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.